Episode 21.
Masters of None, episode 21. Just like that.
21.
After cleaning up the river that I've unloaded on here of seltzer water. You guys don't know it, but I'm not proud of this either, but I spilled like a can and a half of seltzer.
Bro, this guy spilled.
All over this table.
Yo, he spilled the entire goddamn thing.
These cup holders, I think this is purpose built. These cup holders right here, they don't leak. I just leak tested them. They filled up like little jacuzzis.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely did.
They're like little bubble jacuzzis. It's pretty fucking but it's incredible. Like,
can we shout out Bounty right now?
Yo, and that's what I was gonna say. It's incredible how like absorbent those paper towels are.
Because it's not just any paper towel. It's Bounty. This isn't no Brawny.
Yeah.
This isn't no, please
no,
stop
this
that.
is a fucking quicker picker upper.
Yeah.
People say that Costco's brand is better than Bounty. I've been there multiple times, and last time I was there, my girl was like, "Get this one," and I was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "The Bounty one," and then the lady that was there, she was like, "They're better," but I think that they're just both equally cheap.
No,
I don't want to say cheap.
No, Kirkland is.
Is it Kirkland? Is that the one? The blue one?
Yeah, that's the Costco one.
Yeah.
Kirkland is second. Number one.
Yeah.
Is Bounty all day.
You see that red pop?
Yes.
It says, you see the blue one to the right of him?
Yeah.
So then everybody who watches Rick and Morty, they're the Meeksies. They come from the Meeksies box. But see, there's Mr. Meeksies, and then there's the Kirkland one. Because in the show, like with the kid Morty took the Meeksies box, and he was like, "All I have is these shitty Kirkland ones," and he starts opening them up, and it's like Kirkland Meeksies. It's like the shitty version. He's like smoking a cigarette, you know.
Oh, it's like a little knockoff kind.
Yeah, it's like exactly what it is. It's like the worst version.
See,
it's like Krasdell.
Krasdell is good, but it's not the real deal. Like Bounty all day. You know what Kirkland is? Kirkland paper towels.
Kirkland is Krasdell. It's a similar brand. Krasdell was always like the foo version.
All right, yeah. So, but Kirkland is Costco's specific brand. You don't get Kirkland anywhere but Costco.
Okay.
It's like their own brand.
Some of their shit's good. Their almonds are pretty good.
It is. Yo, they have a lot of good stuff, but their paper towels to me are like, "Yo, mom, I want Bounty," and mom's like, "We got Bounty at home." That's Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? When you compare that shit to Bounty, Bounty's where it's at.
I'll tell you what I don't like.
What?
Charmin.
Charmin sucks.
I feel Charmin's like wiping your. I don't want to get too graphic too early. Not that we're monetized anyways, but Charmin's like wiping your bum with like a maxi pad or some shit.
That's pretty much what it feels like.
Like one of those double wide ones they give you in the OB, like after you have a baby.
Yeah.
You come out of labor and delivery. That's what it feels like you're wiping your ass with.
Yeah, but it's one that comes apart.
Yeah.
Which is the worst part about it, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. Tonight's UFC 260.
Yes.
Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou 2.
Stipe takes it again.
You know what's funny is that what's not funny. It's fucking unprofessional. I was supposed to. One of my arguments, because I know that you think Stipe is going to win. I think Ngannou is going to win. I think that it's impossible that he pulls this off twice. Yeah, he pulls it off twice. And then I seen the weigh-in and I was like, fuck, Stipe looks fucking big. Because Ngannou's a big fucking guy, but Stipe doesn't look small next to him. Like he's a big guy too. But one of the things one of the arguments I was going to make is the run that Francis went on after Stipe. It's like he went on to beat the shit out of a bunch of other people, and then now he's back. Like it's not like he beat and then he got beat again. Like he got beat and then he beat a bunch of dudes up, and now he's back to fight for the fucking championship belt. And I think he's better. I think he's better than he was. I think it's
he got better at what he specifically specializes in. That's what he did. I don't feel like he gained a whole bunch of other tools. I feel like he sharpened his only tool that he uses, and that's the blitz with the striking. So he just made himself more accurate. And I feel like he throws more combos. Like he'll keep chasing you down and hunting you. Like eventually you're going to get to the cage.
Yeah. What happens if he shoots a takedown in the center of the ring? It's gone.
That's what I'm saying. Like all the guys he did that to all played that game with him. They were all like, "No, I'm going to be the first one to get him," Clip. Every single time. Like they all did that. And Stipe's not going to do that. Stipe, man, I'm on the edge of my seat already. The first fight where he just kept slipping slipping.
Yeah.
And I was like, if he gets clipped with one, he's going to sleep. And then he would just miss one more time, and he came out around the side of the cage, and Ngannou would just be exhausted like this. And I'm like, damn, he survived another one.
That's one of the things. Is like his cardio is going to be much better too. And what I'm looking up right now is I want to show you all the fights he's won since the Stipe fight. So he loses to Stipe. He knocks out Junior Dos Santos.
Not impressed.
Then he knocks out Cain Velasquez.
Not impressed.
Then he knocks out Rosenstreich.
I'm a little impressed with that.
Now he's gonna fight Stipe Miocic again. Like, it's not, he didn't beat a bunch of bums, and all right. Granted, I'll give you the.
I don't want Derrick Lewis to get in the ring with Stipe. I'm more worried about Derrick Lewis for Stipe than I am Francis.
You think Francis has because he's been in fights. He's been hit hard.
Who?
Francis.
Yeah, Stipe hit him the hardest. Stipe's the only one that really hit him.
He was his first fight in the UFC. I forgot who he fought, but I think it was when he had longer hair. He didn't have braids.
Yeah, he had braids.
That fight, I remember he had braids. He had the blue trunks. I don't remember the guy who was fighting, but that fight, it went 5 rounds. He was getting hit that fight. I remember. That's when I was kind of
like, go 5? I don't know if he ever went 5.
Excuse me. It went the distance, not 5 rounds. Yeah, it went 3 rounds. So, yeah, it wasn't 5 rounds, but it went the distance. Like it was a fight. After that, he just had a button that he was fucking clicking.
I don't even consider those first fights because he was so inexperienced that, like, I don't really think that.
But what I'm saying is just that he got hit. So when we're talking about Derrick Lewis versus him, like, Derrick Lewis can't sit back and like wait to fucking sock this dude. Imagine he stiffens him up.
Derrick Lewis hits as hard as Ngannou does. He's pretty damn close. Once you hit past a certain level, it's all the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so closed casket or open casket? It's like, okay, I'm still dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
yeah. To me, I wonder that, but that's the question. That's essentially what I'm getting at. Can Francis take a shot from Derrick Lewis? Because that's what it would take to
I think Lewis can knock him out. I think Stipe could knock him out. Stipe rocked him a couple times because of Stipe's technique.
God damn, imagine Stipe knocks him out.
Imagine Stipe just stiffens him, because Stipe's nice and tight. He punches right here, and when Ngannou lunging, it's very possible that he comes looping just like Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor.
I don't think Stipe's gonna be like the step ahead of him. You got to think about this guy hasn't been fighting. He's fought 2 times in the last fucking 3-4 years,
but he still has 10, 15 times the ring time as Francis Ngannou. Yeah, Francis has had fights, but he's in the ring for 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he goes home. And then he comes, next time he fights, he's in the fight for 1:48.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not.
Yeah, but
when Stipe fights, one of Stipe's fights, he's had more fight time than like Ngannou's career.
Combined, yeah.
Like one championship fight.
Yeah, but we can't say, but that's because he's just beating everybody up. He's knocking everybody out. So at the same time, I get what you're saying. It's true. But at the same time, I got to give this guy some fucking respect. This guy goes in there, starches everybody. Imagine he does win though, right? Then what? Who's going to fight him now? Who's he going to fight? Who? Because he already beat
John Jones. Johnny Bones and Ngannou are going to scrap.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Bro. You kidding me, yo?
Francis Ngannou and John Jones. Now that's a fight that I'm kind of like,
yo, that's right. Godzilla and fucking King Kong, that movie that just came out. Yo, them 2 motherfuckers will be ripping buildings out.
That's just that. What's that movie? Green something?
The shit that just came out. The Godzilla fucking King Kong fucking movie.
I didn't even know that shit existed.
Oh, bro, they just dropped it. It's like crazy CGI. They're like brawling in Manhattan.
What? Is it like dubbed? Is it like was it?
Nah, it's like real, bro. Well, dubbed how? Like, is it a Godzilla movie?
I thought it was like a Japan exclusive or something like
bro,
that.
This is like America was like, yeah, we'll hold this. Let us get a shot at this, because America, they did Godzilla years ago, like in the 90s.
Yeah,
America did one. It was like remember when Puffy did that sample that no, he had like the whole theme song.
I don't remember ever seeing any of them. I've seen King Kong. But I remember seeing
Which
Godzilla.
Kong? You saw like the new one?
The one with Jack Black?
Godzilla's never been done properly. You know, for like the time back in the day.
Godzilla for me is Reptar. That's who Godzilla. When I think of Godzilla, I'm like, you guys saw my fucking Reptar? Reptar.
Yeah.
I never watched the movies. I get it, but I never watched them. King Kong I have seen. I've seen the last one and then the one before that one.
With Jack Black?
Yeah.
Yo, the last one was good.
Last one was good.
Last one was good, man. Like, it made sense to me why the humans were in the jungle and shit, like doing some grimy human shit, trying to steal.
The other one was cool too. Like, they were like, he was looking for that shit. The one before that one. I don't know how many there were.
And then there's the old ones, but I want a really good remake, like Transformers style.
You want a fucking Michael Bay fucking...
Yeah, I want some big shit. I want to know who the human characters are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want Shia LaBeouf down there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who's in it. I don't know if it's Will Smith. I don't know who the fuck it is. Who would they put in a movie like that as a person? Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg could be in any movie, but he's the same. He's still Mark Wahlberg in that movie.
Hopefully it's not The Rock.
Oh my God, bro.
I
was going through a point where if I fucking seen like Kevin Hart or The Rock, like I was just like so turned off.
Yeah.
And you know what? You watch it and it's not a bad movie. Like that movie where they're in a game and they're like characters in a game. It's Jack Black, The Rock, and Kevin Hart and that chick. You know what movie I'm talking about?
Kevin Hart. And
is it Jumanji? No. What the fuck am I talking?
With The Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they
Kevin
have
Hart.
like... Yeah, Kevin Hart. They're in so many
Jack
movies
Black.
together. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to dislike it, but it wasn't that bad. I kind of liked it.
Let me see. There's a bunch of people in it, but the main people are like that we'd probably recognize is
in what?
In Godzilla vs. Kong. Millie Bobby Brown.
Who's that?
I don't know.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know any of these people, matter of fact.
One of my homeboys was named Millie.
Damn, I want to buy this lens, bro.
Hold on. Yeah, you talk about your lens. You want to buy a lens. Let's hear. Tell me about it. What kind of stuff does this... Justin's going through something right now where he doesn't know if he should put the money out and buy this lens for his camera. What does this lens do? What kind of shit are you shooting with this lens?
The shit that I want to shoot. Like, because what happens is there's certain work that requires a certain focal length. There's certain work that requires a certain look. Like, you physically can't obtain certain shots without a certain lens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's the shot you want depends on the lens. Like if you want to see the whole car with the whole background, you know, you want to see part of the garage, like you have to shoot it with a certain lens in order to be able to pull that all in, like a certain focal length. Same thing goes for other work. Like I have all that stuff because I've done like a bunch of work in those areas, but I like to do product photography. Like, you know, like if I was to shoot this phone, you know, like, and to do all those shots like on the side and stuff, and you get all the, you know, all the details. There's a certain lens that a macro lens is really what you need, but I want a high quality macro lens that has like good compression, brings the back in. It has a shallow depth of field, blurs everything in the background if you want. It's a super sharp lens. It's just a high end lens because right now there's like 3 jobs I have sitting on the table that I could take. But what I want to deliver is going to require this lens.
Are you going to get one of those like white boxes too? You ever seen those white boxes they put like products in and they take pictures of them?
Well, I have like a widescreen like style environment and shit. But that's what that essentially is. But that's beneficial for sure, you know? So I'm on the fence because there's another one that I could get to that I believe is going to deliver. It's going to yield very good results for what I'm looking for, you know? Yeah. Plus there's a B-roll sequence that I see in my brain that I want to shoot for this video project I just did. I already submitted it. I already submitted the final video and everything, but now I'm like, yo, there's something that I want to add.
You see the lens and you're just like, I already know what I could shoot with this.
Yo, I want to shoot something. And that's the lens I would need to reach for to shoot what I want. And it's not there. And that shit is annoying. Got to rent the lens for certain jobs.
Oh, can you rent lenses?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's probably, is it expensive?
I mean, It's way less expensive. It makes way more sense with more expensive lenses.
Okay.
Like the lens I want to get is like, you could rent it for like $49 for a week for 7 days.
That's not bad.
No, let's say you book a job that's paying you, a good amount of money. You book a job that's paying you whatever, $2,000, and it costs you
$49.
It costs you $49 to have that lens to produce that.
That's not bad at all.
Quality, no. So that's when it makes sense to rent. But I'm just a fucking knucklehead. I just want it.
I
want
like
it to be mine.
Yeah,
I want it.
I could go to AutoZone and rent a tool, but I don't.
No.
You know what's super funny? When you go to AutoZone, like you can rent a tool, but you rent it for free. Essentially, you just buy it, and when you're done, you bring it back and they give you the money. Right? That's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's essentially.
But if you don't bring it back, it's okay too. They don't care. They're just like, I'm like, what if I don't want to bring it back? They're like, don't bring it back. It's like you own it. That scared me.
Yeah.
Every time I rent a tool from there, and never bring it back, because I'm like, well, I might need this one day.
Yeah.
I don't bring it back.
Yeah.
And then I just bought it. And and sometimes I even pay, it's like $20 more than you would have bought it online, because like, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, the rent to buy type of shit.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I don't blame you. I like having my own shit too.
I just like it, I just like it to be mine, because literally like one job and the lens really pays for itself. It's not like I'm buying a frivolous toy. Like this is actually, you can get paid doing work with this lens. I will make money with this lens.
I wonder how much it would be to like rent like a red, like a.
Oh, I know how much that is. It depends. Like you can rent it for like, $800 or something, like $1,000.
$1,000 for like a week, or like for like.
Yeah, let's check right now. Yeah, because people do that. That's definitely something that people do. People don't just buy those. Like you can't even really get your hands on one of those brand new. Like everywhere you look, it's going to be one that's already used. Like they don't just have those cameras floating around. Like you got to call places to see if they even have that camera, if they carry that camera. You don't just walk in a camera shop and they got a red sitting there. You know what I mean? Like that's.
How much are they? And it's just like the body too, right? That's like
I have my lenses work on that camera.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's like the lens, and also the lens I'm talking about getting like also works with that camera. That camera takes interchangeable like DSLR lenses. It's just the color science and shit that's in that goddamn camera. Bro, that shit looks like a movie when you're watching it on playback. Like as you're filming it, it looks like you're watching a live movie happening in front of you.
That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. But look, if we look here, Red Camera Rentals. Now, Red Camera, for anybody that doesn't know, it's a super high quality video camera that, a lot of feature films, a lot of your favorite movies, Oscar nominees, Oscar winners have been shot on this camera. And there's people now that are shooting, music videos and shit are getting shot with that. People's YouTube content is being shot with a Red camera. Car videos are being shot with Reds. Like, it's just like the everyday person has a
lot of big YouTubers are using that shit.
Yeah,
like
man. It's filmmaking on YouTube at this point.
Yeah, 100%. That Unbox dude, the other dude that
look, a Red Raven.
How much?
Red Raven is $605 for 7 days.
Damn.
And that's that's 4.5K. That fucking, the quality that comes out of that thing. And it's like, these are the Red Scarlet, $836 for 7 days.
$836 for 7 days.
Yeah.
So you're looking at
$32 to rent a male to female LCD cable. $32 to rent it for 7 days. Imagine how much that cable is. So
Damn.
But again, it depends. Like, this is why you don't just rent this to go on vacation. If you're going to pay $836 for a week, you better be shooting something that, that's going to generate you some money.
Exactly.
When you're ready,
you don't get that to experiment on your first YouTube video.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe that makes your YouTube content interesting, but you ready for that? You know what I mean? Like,
it's quite an investment for the first video.
Yeah, but it's it's cool, bro. It's cool, man. I'd like to get into that, eventually. I mean, Canon makes some real good cinema cameras now.
How much are the cameras?
The Reds and shit?
Yeah, if you were going to buy one.
Reds are mad money. I think they're
like 50 grand. Like what's like
let me see. The Red Scarlet. Let's see. You can get it for $5,000.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's used though. Yeah, but this is like an older model. The Digital Scarlet. See, it's a 5K.
Fuck.
See, and it's an EF mount. Same mount as my Canon DSLR camera.
that's what they look like. They just look like boxes.
Yeah, man.
The little crates.
But if you look at the front, it looks just like a camera.
Yeah.
You know? So it's yeah, but that shit is crazy. And the EF mount takes Canon lenses. That's what the EF mount is.
I guess $5,000 isn't a terrible investment. It's not too much. People buy rims for $5,000.
Bro, people have regular point like cameras that just take photo that are that much money.
Yeah.
You know, like the Leicas.
We were just talking about that the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, the Leica, like I think it's the Leica.
The Leica M6. That's the one from Eurotrip.
Yeah, the Leica M6. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's a good ass camera, man. Yeah. That one's a little cheap. You get that one like $1,200, but it's a 35 millimeter film camera. Every time you buy film, it's like $40 to buy like 3-4 rolls of
still
film.
A lot of money to put into a camera.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like every time you take photos, like I don't know if I told you.
That's like point and shoot kind of camera too, right? It's not even like it's like, what's that called? Those like film cameras that you just like, you know, you gotta look through.
It's like a 35. It's a 35 millimeter. It depends. Like this is like just a viewfinder. It's a
but it doesn't even have like a screen on the back of it.
No, you can't even see what you shot. You have no idea. You could be improperly exposing the entire roll. You just have the ISO like turned up too much, and you're just blowing out every photo. You have no idea.
Oh, that's true, right? How do you even do that then? How are you?
I'm just, you know,
you got to really know what you've had to have taken a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of photos, so hopefully I'm helping her.
No, I'm talking about when people are doing it like off the camera with no reference. Yeah, it's like that's insane.
And every camera is different, and the film is different. There's different kinds. Like, because the reason I'm getting into this is my girl's getting into photography, and she's shooting film now. Mm-hmm. So I shoot digital. She's shooting film, and my girl's at this baby shower. My girl's going to her friend's baby shower, and
that's her.
Seems everybody's running a little late.
Yeah,
she's like sitting there or early and shit. But
you gotta get there an hour late to be early.
Yeah, man.
Those are kind of places you show up and you get there on time, and they're like, "What are you doing here already?"
Yeah,
and it's like, "What? I'm on time." Like,
yeah. Like, what the fuck, man? Like you early? Like DJ's still setting up.
Yeah. So, well, you can just sit down. You know, I'm gonna take a shower, not even dress.
It's hilarious.
It's every holiday at my mother's house. But go ahead. They did film photography.
Yeah, but my girl got into film photography and stuff. So, it's weird, bro. You gotta like find film. You gotta order it online. Like you can't just walk in a store and buy film.
Where do you even get it developed at? Walmart? That's
I don't know. We have any
CVS?
I guess, yeah. We'll have to go there and get it processed if they still even do that. We might have to send it away or something.
Yeah.
You know? Bro, you know how much it cost me for Polaroid film for her? She has a Polaroid camera that her grandfather left for her. He passed, and he gave her, it's from like 1984. Yo, bro, I thought this shit didn't work. Bro, I bought film for it.
Yeah.
Bro, the film was like $50 for 10 shots, 10 photos.
$50?
Yeah, it was like
$10. That's $10 a pop.
Bro, they discontinued the film. It's from like the 80s. They don't even like make it. So I'm like, yo, why isn't this working? I researched the camera. The reason I bought the film is the battery is in the film canister. Like there's no battery in the camera. Like that's
another reason why it's so expensive.
Yeah, how dumb are they to make a device like that? The battery comes inside the film.
It's kind of ingenious in a way because it's always going to have battery. You're never not going to have battery.
But that has to be super expensive production, no?
Yeah, I mean,
it's not sustainable.
I don't think it's sustainable, but it is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, but
imagine the battery was in the game, like in your Game Boy. Like you put the Game Boy cartridge in and your Game Boy turns on.
The battery was like in the game.
Yeah, imagine it was in the game.
Yeah.
That's what it would be like.
Yeah.
And it's like, some people are like, why the fuck is the battery in the game? It's like, well, you can't use the fucker without the game anyways.
Yeah.
Just like you can't use the camera without the fucking film anyways.
Yeah. And it's fucked up because, there's 10 shots. So, and we didn't even know if it was going to work. The film.
Yeah, when you plugged it in, did it go like, did it make a sound?
Now when I loaded it, then, because it's like the way Polaroids work is you have to like expel the first card because it covers up the film so it doesn't get exposed and get damaged by light. So when you first load the cartridge in, the top one is just like a sheet, and it gets pushed out. So it pushed it out. And then when I turned it on, I looked through the viewfinder and the little light was on in there. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, this shit is really working. Like, and my girl took a picture of the dog and sure enough, that shit spit out like came out. And I was like, yo, that's wild.
That'd be $10.
Yeah. So now, right now,
you got to find a Connect for that film.
Bro, I don't even know if there is one, yo. I don't even know if there is one. I know that with the other camera that she has, the 35 millimeter, that's like the old school rolls, like the Kodak rolls that your mom used to throw in.
Yeah.
You know, she has that. Now that's the camera she's on and she's still working on the first roll. So like, I'm hoping to God that it's been exposed properly because I have no idea.
Yeah. All the pictures could be fucking.
Yeah. It could be all blown out, but.
Are there like presets on the camera too?
Not really. It's like, you know, because what happens is it's different with 35 millimeter film. When you buy it, the ISO is already like set. It's like 400. ISO is like what the film is that we got. So we set the ISO on the camera to 400, you know, but then I'm assuming like from what I was watching online that you stop the ISO down to like 200. If it's like brighter out, you like stop it down along with the 400 of the film. Like I'm still figuring this film thing out. I've been doing photos for a long time. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, cause I've shot, like, of course we all had those disposable cameras growing up with the cardboard, you know, and you would just take them and wind it like, and take another shot. But this is like a film camera with manual settings. So now it's different. It's like, because I know how to do it digitally, but the way I test everything and the way I get my proper exposure is I take test pictures and look and I adjust and take test pictures, or I could look at the screen and adjust the scene, adjust my ISO, adjust my shutter speed, adjust everything so the picture looks perfect, then hit record. You can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah, you get one shot too.
That's it. But it does make you think twice about the shots.
Well, how many pictures are in like one of those rolls?
32?
36.
36 exposures. So we got 4 rolls. I think it was for like $54.
That's still a lot of fucking money.
Bro, I did the math.
I think there's like silver in that shit.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of element in them.
I think it's also just limited supply. I mean, now it's like coming back, this style of photography. Like there's a super dope photographer named Joe Greer that I follow. And his photos are so fire, man. Like when I started following him, he had like a couple 100,000. Like, yo, he's huge now.
They're on film?
Yeah, he shoots film. Like
one of the things is when you're developing film too is that, and now that I just thought about it, you can make adjustments when you're developing that film too. Because when you're putting that film onto the paper, like you can see it kind of, you can like make it bigger or smaller on the paper and kind of fix some of you can make some light adjustments. It's obviously going to fit differently on the paper and shit, I guess.
Where's that? What do you mean? If you're developing your own film?
If you're developing your own film.
Damn, I don't know who does that anymore.
The only reason I know is because I took a class when I was in college.
Yeah. What kind of film do you shoot with in order to be that film you develop yourself? It's not like 30.
It was black and white. It was regular fucking
It was
film.
35 millimeter, like a regular roll?
Yeah, regular roll.
I used to work in the photo lab, bro.
Did you?
Yeah, Genevieve's.
I hated the smell.
I used to work in a photo lab. I used to develop at Genevieve's. I used to develop the pictures.
Did you?
Yeah, bro. I did that for a couple years.
You did with the water and shit, just with the tonsils?
No. I did it with a machine.
Oh,
we would just hook the roll up and stuff and put it through. You know,
we used to have like a bunch of buckets with like chemicals, and like you would shoot the image onto the paper, and then like I think you would shoot the image onto the paper. I don't remember that. Don't fuck. I'm out of
school is hilarious because nobody does that.
You used to put something on paper, and then you used to put it in the liquid, the first liquid. You put it in for like a couple seconds, and then you got to time it, and you put it in the next one for a couple seconds, and it reacts until the picture's done. But once you get nice, you're like, it's like, nah, I'm gonna pull it out of this one a little early, and I'm gonna leave it in this one a little longer.
Oh, so yeah, that's true.
So you could get your fucking like hard ass picture, or even with the fucking
like double exposures too. You could do that way.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Double exposures.
I didn't do good in this class. I told you I took it.
Oh, because that's how you used to do it old school, like double exposures. Like what they do now for double exposures is they'll pretty much like digitally put 2 photos like over each other. Kind of like that, but they do that in post. Like back in the day, you used to have to like shoot, and like while the camera's like still like kind of in between, you would have to like shoot again. It was like some like quick trick that you used to have to do, and then it's weird, man.
It'd be one of those camera gunslingers to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, man.
Like, how'd you pull off a double exposure on that camera? Like that.
But yeah, man.
I got this.
Yo, bro, you got COVID, son? You got COVID, bro. That sounds like COVID.
Excuse me. Did you know? Did you see in the news?
Yeah, cool.
Oh my God. New York's like they've agreed on what they're gonna, how they're gonna propose, how they're gonna. Fuck me. New York's has agreed on how they're gonna draft up this recreational marijuana bill. They're like hung up on like the driving and the taxes, I think. But they've like they've
like
settled
the ins and outs of how they'll tax it.
Yeah, and how it's going to be like regulate. There was like two things they were hung up on. I think it was the driving, like how they're going to charge it driving, and the taxes. But they figured it all out, and like they began drafting their bill. Like it should go to wherever it's going to go next week.
Huh? That's interesting. You think it'll pass?
Yeah, like they've come to their agreement. Like,
see, then my question becomes,
New York's in fucking crazy debt. We took a fucking we got fist fucked by Corona.
Yeah, we did, but what I think about when it comes to that is now what is,
and the governor's getting fucking put on blast for his fucking, escapades. So what's he gonna do? He's like, don't worry, guys.
Yeah, all right, guys. All right, guys.
You want the pot? Money? I know a lot of money, and I know I've been fucking around, but I'm gonna get you the pot.
Give him the goddamn pot.
Give him the
That's
weed.
what happened. His like publicist kept coming in like, Governor, Mr. Governor, they're outside. They're yelling your name. And he's like, what do I do? And his advisor was like, just gave him the nod. And he was like, give him the pot. Give him the fucking pot. All right.
Secretary's like, they're gonna get the pot.
I know.
No, but yeah, I mean, it's about time. Even Cuomo said like, you look at all surrounding states like Massachusetts, Jersey's already got it.
See, but this is my question.
What?
At what point do employers start to not care that people are smoking weed?
I think that at this, so this is the way it is, right? It's a state law. So I think that like most employers won't care, but like federal employers, like people who are like, you're working on a federal level, like, what is the mailman, the mail people, mail humans?
Civil service type of job?
Is that federal? That's a federal job, right?
United States Postal Service, yes.
Yeah. Those jobs probably will still do it because it's federally illegal. So, yeah. But
Okay.
like state level jobs, I don't believe. Like
what about if there's like,
and it's at certain people got to look at it like this. It's at your discretion, right? You could essentially tell people if they don't eat peanut butter, if they like eat peanut butter sandwiches, they can't fucking work over there. Well, I guess you can't, but I guess you could tell people that if you own like a pharmacy, right? And somebody comes in and they got something in their system, you're kind of like, yeah, I don't want this guy in here, because maybe he'll do some of like, maybe he'll do some of my drugs or whatever.
Because he's dealing with
narcotics.
Yeah, with narcotics and substances.
But I mean, it's like the same thing if you're going to be a truck driver and you show up and you piss in the cup and you got alcohol in your system. It's like you're not supposed to have that. They're probably gonna be like, you know what, this guy's kind of a drunk.
See, but alcohol has a very short half-life. Like alcohol is out of your system rather quickly.
Yeah, but if you show up with alcohol in your system, you can't be like, well, it's legal.
Yeah, but you can test positive for marijuana, but not have marijuana, not be high.
Yeah. But I'm just saying.
So it's like, you could have essentially smoked 3 weeks ago.
And still have it in your system. Yeah, I don't know how the jobs are going to deal with it, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal right now. So I think that I can understand it from like USPS or whatever the fuck, or those like places, or the FBI, or get into the Secret Service. All those guys probably get tested, but
yeah, I don't know if the person needs to be stoned that's guarding the president. You know what I'm saying?
National
I'd rather
Guard.
him be
he's
sober as a
got to chill
judge.
out. Yeah,
he's got
on vacations he can toke up.
Yeah, but even so, I mean, need you coming back slipping, Papa?
Yeah, no. He's got a 2-week quarantine that he's got to lay off. He's got like a 3-day window.
Yeah, he needs a little detox period.
Yeah. 3-day window. He's just going in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
On the fucking Peloton and shit like that, right?
No, but
like you wanted to party it up, huh, Drew? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, sweat it out now.
Sweat it out.
Let's go. Get those fucking demons out of you.
You're right.
Do you know who David Dobrik is?
David Dobrik, OG YouTuber, right?
Yeah, he's this YouTuber. He's like a vlogger. A lot of people have like become famous from like his crew and like left, and this, you know, it's like this ever evolving door of what would you call them? What are they called? These people on the internet, people on like Instagram. When Instagram's your job, what
like
is your
an influencer?
Yeah, these influencers. Like never ending revolving door of influencers. In like his camp, somebody associated to him had like rape allegations. I don't even want to say that word again because I don't know how weird YouTube is with it. But he lost so many fucking sponsors. He lost like SeatGeek. He lost DoorDash. He lost fucking HelloFresh, Spark Capital. He used to have, he was like starting like a social media with like, I guess like a bunch of investors. He had to like step away from it and shit.
Oh my God.
He's
no
like
way.
getting fucking, yeah, because I think it's because he was like defending the guy and it ended up coming out that some of it's kind of fucking true. But
damn, he needs to just go out on his own. This is what happens when the majority of your money is coming through partnerships with other companies.
I mean, he makes a fuck ton of money on his own, the guy, but he like some of his content is like he's giving away Teslas and shit, but it's like all sponsored by like this company. It's like this video is sponsored by, they bought us a Tesla, we're gonna give it away. They fucking,
yeah. See, but that's like
it's like MrBeast is like that. MrBeast does some fucking wild shit. You ever watch a MrBeast video?
Yeah, I watch MrBeast. He makes me feel so broke.
Yo,
but it's cool though.
I can't wait. If I ever run into him at Best Buy and he fucking tells me to fit a bunch of shit into a circle, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, he has. Listen, I'm gonna be like fitted in the circle, like 2D circle, because I'm stacking this bitch high.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they do, bro. As long as it fits in the circle and it stays in there for 5 seconds, you could keep it.
Yeah, I'm stacking that. But if it falls down, do you lose it?
Yeah.
You don't get to keep it.
You don't get to keep
if
anything.
It falls out.
If it touches the line, you don't get to keep it. So you can stack everything.
I feel like I need to be training for this moment.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready. Do you know there's the guy I like on YouTube? There's a guy. Did I tell you about him? Is the Cartnarks?
Yes.
The guy who runs around like the supermarkets and shit like that, and he'll stop you.
On top of you for being lazy, for not taking your cart back.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's very important. Don't be a lazy bones. Put your fucking.
That's what he says.
Yeah, he says, "Don't be a lazy bones and put your cart away." He'll come up to you and they'll be like, "You got to put your cart away." He'll be like, "Well, why don't you mind your business?" He goes, "Well, why don't you stop being a lazy bones and put your cart away? Put it back in the cart corral. It's right over there."
That's what they tell.
Yeah.
The cart corral.
That's what he calls it. It's the cart corral. He said,
he has a whole YouTube page.
Yeah, it's a whole YouTube page where he just goes around the world and he just be going to places.
Oh my
and he'd be like in Costco's.
Nobody shot him yet.
No, but people have chased him. And he's like, "You can't catch me, sir. I'm very fast." And like he'll say shit like that.
Shut the fuck up.
He'll tell me, he's like, "I train for this every day." He
goes, he probably does.
Experience. He goes, "I'm very fast." He'd be like, and he's the nicest guy ever. Like he kills him with kindness. He's like, "I'm not trying to be rude. You're just being lazy bones."
You're just being a lazy bones.
That's like his word. I love that
I
word.
take mine back all the time, so I feel him on it.
I take it back. Now, I think I've definitely done like some of the things where like you leave it on top of the grass and shit.
I'll walk it all the way to the store. If I'm just as close to the store as I am to the quote unquote cart corral, I'm walking it in. Or I give it to people on their way in. That's a nice little smooth way. I'm like,
you used to be able to do that pre-corona. You do
COVID
that now.
weird.
People go. I walked into a Starbucks the other night without a mask, and it was like I walked in with my dick out.
Oh my!
They looked at me crazy. They looked at me crazy.
I think that
I was embarrassed. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so stupid."
You were like, it was like your titty popped out.
Yeah,
you were like, whoa.
Yeah, I felt like they fucking exposed me. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing ever.
Like somebody flagged you in gym class.
Yeah,
they just yanked your shorts down.
Yeah, bro,
that's hilarious.
It's fucking afraid.
Oh my god!
And they looked at me crazy. But yeah, I don't even remember where I was fucking getting at. But yes.
Walking in without a mask on.
No, but I don't remember how I even got to that.
Because I was saying handing the cart off to somebody.
You remember what they used to have? Remember the quarter? You put the quarter in the cart.
Yep.
That's a great way of putting your cart back. No one will lose their quarter.
Yeah, you never saw that movie with Tom Hanks, Terminal?
No, what's that?
It's like something happens where he's like a foreign dude and he ends up like living in the airport, like he can't get home or some shit, and he ends up living in the airport, and that becomes like his hustle. When he realizes that you could take the cart back and get the quarter, He starts like, that's how he starts like buying food and shit. He starts like rounding up all these carts and putting them on a thing, getting.
He's probably hitting a lick with them things.
Yeah, yo, he was like getting so much and doing it so constantly that he was like always he was like soliciting people and shit. Like, I'll take your cart back. I'll take your cart back. Like, you know, and then like I think they ended up talking to him about it in the movie. You know, he was like sleeping there.
Over here.
Yeah, he was like living in his airport. I think it's based on a true story. It's like based on a guy that like lived in an airport.
I had to go today somewhere to get my car inspected, right?
Okay.
And I have to go to special places to get my car inspected.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And the place I was at was
extra special.
This place was very special. This is the place where if you need assistance, they can assist you.
Yes.
Right? And it was in like a neck of the woods where it was like where it fit, you know what I'm saying? This place fit its environment. Its environment,
everything about the experience was special.
Yeah, 100% special. I had to walk, so I get in, you know, and I have a conversation with this guy, and he agrees to help me out or whatever. And he gets in my car, and he's like, "Yo, we're gonna work this out. We're gonna do this. Boom, boom, bam, boom, bam. It's gonna be this much." He goes, "You good?" I said, "Yeah, I'm good." I was like, he goes, "You need anything from in here?" I was like, "Nope. I'm gonna walk to the ATM." Walk into the ATM, right? I'm passing through like this plaza, and in the back of this plaza, I envisioned exactly what you just talked about, like a dude like sleeping, because there was like 4 dudes back there. Mind you, it's like 10 a.m. and there's like 4 dudes back there chilling with like puffy coats on, hammered.
Yeah.
Like walking in like a circle and shit.
Yeah.
And you could tell like they live back there. That's their spot. And the second you said that, I was like, oof, that's exactly what I walked through this morning. An area just like that.
Yeah, man.
And I went to an ATM in a very shady place. I thought my card was going to get a fucking STD.
Ah.
I was like, I fucking can't put my fucking card in this fucking ATM. Every time I go to those shady ass ATMs in the bodegas, I yank on them first.
Me too. Because they have those shell skimmers.
Yeah,
they have those skimmers that the Turkish and foreign fucking like. Damn, son.
Not gonna get me one.
There was a Turkish gas station by my man's house that was doing that shit. They had the shit stuck up on there, and you know the skimmers.
Yeah.
So you're talking about.
So you push your card through, it gets scanned twice. It gets scanned by this skimmer, and then it gets scanned by the ATM.
Yeah.
And then like it gets your information. So fuck that. I yank on the fucking ATM.
Yeah, bro.
Put my card in it.
That's the hustle,
yeah,
bro.
It charges you $3, then your bank charges you $5.
Yeah, I saw them. I saw this episode of some shit that was something about that skimmers and like scams and stuff with ATMs. And this dude developed this laser, this high distance laser that zaps information from credit cards and shit. Like he could like hit people's wallet and shit. And he was just like intercepting data or some shit like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. There's
fuck. He was like scanning it long distance. Like
you could like pick up like things like that. There's a tool that somebody was promoting on what's that website where if you have an invention, people can help like fund you? It's not GoFundMe.
I know, Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. There's a thing on Kickstarter where this thing would pick up like any like wave, like transactional wave. So like your key unlocking your car, like your key unlocking the garage.
Yeah.
Your fucking, like the Bluetooth, like fucking light switch. Like it could intercept any of those waves and like copy it.
That's crazy.
And it will like replicate it. So like you could go to somebody's house and
just sit in a parking lot.
You could,
and intercept somebody's like Benz shit, and then you could just go and unlock their car, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy shit, man. There's a lot of shit out there. At this point, bro, I just like sometimes you just gotta let go. It's like, yo, if something's gonna happen, somebody's data is gonna get stolen, it's gonna happen.
People worried about the chip. You carry, we walk around with that chip.
Yeah, you kidding me? You
carry that shit.
You pay every month to have the chip on you.
100%.
Kidding me, man?
Gladly.
Yeah, man. No way. Where? Come on, son. Google knows me, yo. Like, what was it? What movie was that? You ever watch Ex Machina?
Yeah, love that movie.
That's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Yo.
Yeah, that movie's amazing.
So crazy, and that was how they did it. Was through like
talk about it.
Talk about Ex Machina?
Yeah, for the people who
Spoiler don't know. Spoiler alert if you don't know.
Ex Machina is a movie about this guy and a machine.
Yeah. So the guy, it's this company that's run by this like startup guy, this super smart guy where you don't even really need to know his name much. But there's a contest in the company where the person that wins gets to go and stay at his like mountain retreat house or whatever. And kind of, I guess, like pick his brain for a weekend, you know, and learn from this guy. So the guy that wins it goes there. And then when he goes there, he kind of lets him in on a lot of the research and a lot of the stuff he's been doing. And he's developing this artificial intelligence person, this woman. And, you know, as the movie's playing out, like the woman is so real. She's like a robot straight up, but with like a human face.
Yeah. She's like, has skin.
Yeah. And it's so crazy that this is like not a real person, but like their interaction and everything and the way it responds to him and stuff. And it starts to like he starts to kind of fall for this machine.
Yeah, he starts to get emotions for it. Like he starts to fall in love with it.
Yeah, and then later on,
which I don't really blame him. When I was watching this movie, I was like, you know what? I see why you would fucking. This thing's the ultimate trickster, you know. Yeah,
and it's funny. Like spoiler alert, whatever. If you haven't seen this, whatever.
It's been out for a
probably not
while.
Going to watch it anyway.
Yeah,
but you find out later on that he didn't win anything. Nope. He was essentially chosen by the owner of the company to like test his
Machina.
Yeah, his this AI technology. So in the way that they did it was they based this woman's personality, her looks, everything about her, the way her voice sounds, everything on his internet research, like his browser history. So like that's how they knew him. That's how like they even like molded her face based on his porn choices.
Yep, they knew
and like his
liked.
porn searches and shit. So like they knew everything, like every single way into.
Isn't that insane, bro?
Crazy. Made
they
her talk
designed
like
this fucking machine.
Yeah.
They designed.
That's so deep that people don't even understand how deep that is.
Can you imagine, bro?
It's so possible.
You could take over countries like that.
It's so possible.
You send one of those broads in. Putin,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get his fucking search history.
Yeah. You don't even need. Like, I think a concept like that is so powerful, you don't even need a physical robot. If you just did that via, come on, people meet people online all the time. You could easily do this online via text or phone calls. Just phone calls, talking on the phone. This could easily be established. You know, easily if you know that much about the person and you're basing this all on their internet data and stuff.
Yeah, but those robots, just like in the movie, there's less room for error. Like they're just like very proficient. Like they know everything and they're ever evolving. You can continue to feed them information, continue to make them smarter.
Yeah, just update.
Like, yeah, 100%. And you could, the thing is, you could craft it around like and make it look the way you want to look. It's like,
I would power her down every night during that update. Fuck that. I like you right now. Don't go changing. Bitches always gotta be changing and shit.
Yeah.
Like you're not changing. Like, boom.
No, yeah.
As soon as update lights on.
It's like, your 11:59 alarm's going off. Okay, well, unplug yourself.
She's gonna be like, I need to update. I'm gonna be like, remind me later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, try again
That's
tomorrow.
So fucking funny. I just did that shit on my phone today. There was an update. Android
did that
update
shit on
today.
my computer.
Yeah, no. I'm not a big update guy. Like, I like my shit the way it is. I don't want you fucking changing it. I don't need the security patch.
Yeah.
Thank you, but get fucked. I don't want the fucking update.
I don't want it. Don't break that shit.
I'm not going to break it. This one just clipped on.
Clipped on savage.
You've seen that, right? It was the assertion.
Yeah.
I have great assertion.
But yes, I agree, son.
Yeah, I agree too.
What the fuck was I talking about?
I don't remember. I agree. I concur.
We were talking about the AI and then you snap that shit on.
Yeah.
So, let's go with some picks tomorrow, bro. What's up? What's up with the picks? What's up with the picks?
Yeah.
I only care about the main 3 fights. Let's keep it a buck right here.
Okay, yeah, good. Me too. So the main 3 fights are Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida, Tyron Woodley versus Vicente Luque, and then the main event, Francis Ngannou versus the champion, Stipe Miocic.
Part 2.
The first fight, Sugar versus Thomas Almeida, and this is not the first fight. This is the third fight of the night.
But it's the first fight anybody really cares about.
I give a fuck.
I don't care how casual that sounds. You know you don't give a fuck about them first two.
I'm gonna watch them.
Me too, but I'm definitely gonna drink probably more than I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm
gonna mingle during the first.
Exactly. I'm gonna mingle. Yeah. The other fights, I'm not gonna fucking lay my eyes off of.
Yeah, get out of here.
I'm gonna all my finger food's gonna be consumed during those fights.
That's cocktail hour.
Exactly. So Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida. I got Sugar Sean O'Malley, 12-1, undefeated. Sugar's gonna go fucking
12-1 undefeated.
Yeah, 12-1 undefeated. He's gonna go 13-1. Let's go, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's better for the sport if Sean O'Malley wins.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think
O'Malley.
I think he is gonna win.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Thomas Almeida land some cracks on that boy.
I want to see him start fighting like real deal like fighters.
Well,
like,
Thomas Almeida is a good way to start.
Yeah, but I'm talking about top fucking 5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a good division. He's in the fucking hot ass division.
I want him and TJ. That's what I want.
He's got to get up
when
there.
When TJ comes back, I want TJ. Why don't they feed TJ that kid?
Oh my god!
Why aren't we talking about that? That'd be a really good
fight. But he's got to fight these. He's got to win this fight.
Give him Dom Cruz.
But I think he fucked Dominic Cruz up.
I don't know, man. Dominic Cruz might wrestle Dominic Cruz that boy.
Up. No, I think what.
Come on, you don't think
Sean O'Malley? No, Sean O'Malley. No, he definitely. I'll tell you one thing. He better not get anywhere near him. He'll take that fool's back and choke him to death.
He'll choke who to death?
You don't think Sean O'Malley?
No.
Yeah, he's got some really, really good ground game.
Not fucking with no way. He's not fucking with Dominic Cruz on the ground. I'm not worried at all about that. I'm worried about him getting cracked.
With that unorthodox fucking fighting style?
That shit always worked, but he seems to have lost a step. And that type of style, losing a step, leaves your chin out there.
Yeah, it's a weird fight. I definitely doesn't. Dominic Cruz doesn't beat him on any fucking day. I don't see that at all. Especially not after the fucking ass kicking he took the other fucking day.
Who, Dom Cruz?
Yeah.
He won that fight.
Nobody won that fight.
Nah, he won that fight. He out-grappled him. I was impressed with the grappling and shit like that. But
he got beat the fuck up. When you see him at the end of that fight, if I show you an image of him at the end of that fight, and I was like, I'm not gonna tell you who wins, but look at Dominic Cruz.
Nah, he got hit a lot, but and a lot of that stuff happens in clinches kind of. It's not really strikes that really.
I don't got anything against him, but the truth is I don't think he beats him. Fight after that, not to cut you off if you want to continue talking about that.
Nah, man, it's all good, bro.
Fight after that,
right.
Tyron Woodley, Vicente Luque. I think you picked Vicente. I picked fucking Tyron Woodley. Simple as this. Tyron Woodley is no longer going to be in the UFC if he loses this fucking fight. They've been cutting dudes. I don't think it's over. Like if they cut, it'd be his fucking 3rd fight in a row that he lost. And also, I still think
he's going to lose this fight.
I still think Tyron's good.
Vicente's going to stop him.
No, man. I still think he's good. Look at Tyron Woodley's last couple fights. Like, yeah, he lost 3 fights in a row, but he lost to Kamaru Usman, lost to fucking Colby Covington, and lost to Gilbert Burns. All 3 of the people he lost to went up to fight. I mean, the 2 other people he lost, first of all, the first guy he lost to is still the fucking champ, right? And then the next 2 people he lost to went to go fight that same guy and both lost to him too. And didn't lose to him, and he didn't get finished either.
Yeah, I mean,
he's fought really, really good fighters, and he's lost those fights, but he didn't get finished, and they're good fucking fight. He lost against Colby Covington and Gilbert Burns, and then he lost against Kamaru Usman.
Yo, but that's not really what concerns me because I wasn't even looking at who he beat and who he lost to. I'm looking at
the quit
in that man. In his last fights, even fighting Wonder Boy, even the fights he won prior to that.
His fight against Wonder Boy, he said himself was like his most spectacular fucking performance. That's what he wants to get back to. I think he needs this fight. I'm picking him because I know he needs this fight. I think that he'd be good. It'd be good to watch him fight a couple of the guys that are coming up to break it into the fucking top 10, break it into the top 5. Because I want to say he's still in the top 5.
He's let me down too many times.
He has.
He's let me down too many times. I can't get hyped about him the way I used to. I feel similarly about Cowboy.
So it's my last hurrah with him. Because I'm saying if he loses this fight and he gets cut, I'm not going to be surprised.
Yeah. The
way it's been looking lately.
That makes sense.
The way the UFC's been looking lately, if he loses this fucking fight and he don't fucking fight again, I won't be surprised. Or he's fucking get picked up in Bellator. He's wearing the fucking funny fucking gloves with the bees on them.
He belongs in Bellator.
He'll probably be a savage over there.
He belongs in Bellator. Like I feel like they're making a really
fuck those dudes.
Yeah. I think he would compete well. I think that's more his speed. I don't want to sound like I can say somebody's good enough or not good enough, but
Especially
I just
a guy
feel
like him.
I just feel like the level of competition in the UFC is so high. I feel that it's miserable. You don't have a good time fighting for the UFC because it's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I think Bellator is a better work-life balance. It's like switching from night shift
Yeah, they got
to
a
day
good insurance
shift.
plan and shit.
Yeah, it's like
They
from
pay
night
more.
shift to day shift. Yeah, they pay better, got good benefits and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go fight over here. Like, I'm done with these savages over here. Like, yeah, you get the most recognition.
It's a grind.
It's a grind, bro. It's a grind. You
and even
deal
when
with
you
a
make it to the
tyrant.
top, they're just feeding you guys that are like more and more like they're just trying to take your shit, try to take
Yeah.
what's yours. What do you think about I seen a fighter's post-fight interview the other day. I wish I remembered his name, but I don't. He was talking about Michael Chandler and how they kind of just like threw him in the fucking top 10. Now he's fucking top 5 or whatever.
He's fighting for the belt.
And who's he fighting?
Him and Charles Oliveira.
That's gonna be for the belt?
It's for the belt. Dana announced it.
And now he's fighting for the belt. Like, how do you feel about that's kind of fucked up?
I think it's fucked up. He beats in number 6 and comes in and is second fight in UFC's for the belt. I think Dana's doing that to piss guys off. I think he's such like a fucking, he's the gladiator dude that's like, like, and he's like letting another tiger in there. Like, yeah, he just wants
especially when you think about the dudes and the performances that they put on and the shows that they put on. That weight class, like, arguably carried the UFC through Corona. Like, that is a fucking dynamite weight class.
Yeah.
That has been putting on performances. How do you let a guy come in to 155 when you got, Justin Gaethje, fucking Dustin Poirier, fucking Tony Ferguson, all these fucking real big heavy hitters fucking that have been fighting each other mercilessly, killing each other for the UFC.
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira is another one. Fucking, you could even say Kevin Lee, but he's not. But these guys in this weight class, like, where are you not going to fight any of those guys? You're going to come in, fight one guy.
I think I almost feel like Dana's doing this to try to bait Khabib back. Because if you think about it, those are the only 2 guys Khabib hasn't fought.
Charles Oliveira.
Those are the only 2 guys he hasn't fought. So Dana's
you think those guys? I don't think Charles Oliveira could beat Khabib.
No, but I think Dana's trying to make Khabib come back. And the way he's trying to do it is he's trying to present a challenge Khabib hasn't seen yet.
But Khabib could have fought Oliveira. He could have came back and fought him because that would have been the next fight anyways.
But it wouldn't be him coming back to win the belt again.
No.
Which is and to make it 30-0, which like adds to the legacy. Like, if he came and beat the winner of that fight, now you ride off into the sunset. 30-0, you came back, little dudes.
You hold the belt for another 6 months and then you fucking leave.
Not even. You just win the fight and you put the belt down right there.
Yeah, that'd be.
And you say, "Mother, I'm coming home."
Yeah, that'd be. Pretty
you know what I'm saying? And you walk off, bro. Come on, roll credits.
It's a good story.
Come on,
yeah.
son.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's a good fucking story. I also like. I guess it makes that belt's not gonna last with whoever gets it.
It's possible. I mean, is the best division.
No, a belt's not gonna. At this point, it's more of an even playing ground.
I think Dustin could hold it for a little while.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. That whoever wins that belt is going to fight Dustin. He's going to get it. He's going to keep it for a little bit, and then someone else is going to fight him, and maybe he'll lose it for a little. That belt's going to ride around for a little bit. That weight class
until Makhachev gets a shot.
Oh my god, yeah,
he holds the belt.
Yeah,
he's going to hang on.
He'll be the guy that holds it for a while. But the truth is that weight class is so dangerous that these guys are such a similar like playing ground that it was a time where Khabib was kind of just the big guy on the playground, and he was just like watching these guys all just beat each other up. And then once in a while, somebody would fight him, and he'd show him that he's still the big guy on the playground. That big guy's gone in it now, and it's just these guys that's just been fighting each other this whole fucking time. And this new guy, Michael Chandler, now that belt's gonna run around because these guys have all fought each other already, and it's you don't know what's going to happen. These fights could still go either way, Yeah. And I think you're right. I think Dustin Poirier comes in and let's say Michael Chandler does win this fight, which I hope he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't either. I hope Charles I don't like.
I like when the UFC shuts people, like breaks people's heart.
When people walk in like, yeah, I was the champion here and here and here. And then they come in and they just get thrown to the wolves in the UFC.
Yeah.
But this time he came and knocked Dan Hooker out and then did a backflip off the cage and said, he said he's never done that. That's the first time he ever did that.
Fuck him. Listen,
I was like, wait,
he fought the only guy that wanted to fight him. You know what I'm saying? And Dan Hooker's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think you fight Dan Hooker, then you fucking fight for the title.
Nobody KOs Dan Hooker like that. He KO'd Dan Hooker. Not KO'd him, he TKO'd him. But nobody sits him down with a punch. Dan Hooker, you remember that war with Poirier?
No.
You remember when Barboza rearranged his organs?
I remember when was it him and Dustin that were in the hospital together?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that fight was a bloodbath. But I got to watch more of his fights because I hear he's won his last 3 fights, but then he got knocked out the fight before that.
Who?
Michael Chandler.
Oh, against Pitbull. Pitbull's brother.
He's not undefeated. He's we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't want him to win. I don't think it's like, when we talk about fights that are good for the organization, we talk about fights that are good, they're good stories. We talk about fights like, that affect like the history of the UFC in a certain way or affect the future of the UFC. This fight for me, if he loses this fight, is more of like a realistic like outcome story, right?
If who loses it? Michael
Chandler loses it. And it's like, and listen, he could come back and fight for the belt and win, right? But I think that him coming and winning this fight is just not a good fucking story. Like, I don't want to see this guy just come in, beat Dan Hooker, beat number 6, and then go fight for the belt. And now he's a champion of like the most shark infested fucking waters in the UFC. Like the one of the toughest fucking weight classes in the UFC, where there's killers, where the total top 5 are championship contenders.
Yeah. Bro, if I had to show a fight to anybody, like let's say like I met one of my girls, like friends, mans, or something like that, like met their boyfriend or something, and we like had to hang out, and he's like, what's this MMA? I know, like, I've been wanting to watch, like, I have a buddy that does UFC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so what fight would I show that person to?
Oh, yeah. I got 3 fights in my head.
The majority of them are lightweight fights, I think. I would say, go ahead, give me one.
I'll give you one that's not, you want a lightweight one?
Just give me one.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Woodley.
Okay, good fight. Yeah, I watched it again the other day for the first time.
That fight is fucking
They
brutal.
were scrapping. Yo, and DC had me crying.
That fight is
Did you hear DC? He
brutal.
said, yo, when Woodley lands
punched her
his
in the
punch,
bubble.
yo, he says, oh, right in the bubble. Joe,
it's like
right here, right in the bubble. You saw that the shock waves going through that
crazy
thing.
Yeah,
like somebody threw a pebble in
that's
a
like
pond.
one of the fights I tell them, like, don't watch that fight with your mom. And then that Dan Hooker Dustin Poirier fight's really good.
That's
the
a good
Max
fight.
Holloway Tony Ferguson. Oh, was it? No, it wasn't. No, they never fought. It was Max Holloway and Brian Ortega.
Okay. Yeah, see, I would have to pick fights with, I don't know why, I feel like the majority of the fights that I feel like I would show would probably be finishes.
These fights are fights where people are showing off their. So listen, the Joanna and Woodley fight was just a bloodbath. This is just brutal, like fucking, like it's just
heart and chins.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
technique.
Then I show them the Ortega fight and Holloway fight to show what it looks like when somebody's just so much more superior than somebody else at something, right? Because the truth is, and I love Brian Ortega. I love Ortega. I'm a huge Ortega fan. But Max's boxing, it was just so fucking sharp. It was like watching like a professor beat one of his students up.
Yo, there's like a saying, like, there's a lot of black belts get punched in the face, turn into a white belt.
Yeah,
like it's like
that's funny.
That shit happens.
Yeah,
like,
it was nasty. And then there's fights where you want to watch when, like, so there's a fight for everything. But yeah, I think that what you're right about what you were gonna say is that these fights at 155, like, Gagey, the Gagey Ferguson fight. The Gagey Dustin fight. You can look at any of Gagey's fights; they're all fucking. You can recommend any of these fights.
Dustin and Justin Gagey, that fight I'm showing.
Yeah,
because that shows the effectiveness of the leg kick. That shows the effectiveness of like wrestling takedowns, and it shows sharp boxing and counter striking. and what it is when Dustin smells blood in the water.
Yes.
When he does that little run, when he chases you against the fence,
he sees you,
when he knows you staggered a little bit, and he just like turns it up and like I love that shit.
What's the fight when Max came up? When Max went up, he was
Dustin.
It was a Dustin. I was thinking it was Tony. I said Tony Ferguson. That's the fight I was thinking about. Was the Max Dustin fight
to show him why there's weight classes?
Yeah,
and this right here is why there's weight classes. You think 10 pounds is nothing?
That was
look at the shock wave in this dude's body when he gets hit versus when he hits Dustin.
Yeah, that was a fucking very amazing fucking.
If you look at it, same thing with Conor and him and Dustin. Dustin is naturally a big guy. Now, when you go and you join him up at 155,
yeah,
it's different. I feel like Conor punching him wasn't even stunning him. I think he hurt Dustin maybe once, but Dustin stunned his ass and then knocked him out cold.
Yeah, starched him.
He knocked him out cold. He sat him down with that little tight right upper hook, that little check uppercut that he throws. But all right, so what do you got? You got which ones?
So I got, for these 3 fights, I got Sugar, Tyron, Francis. And listen, the truth is that I'm not saying Tyron's a better fighter. I'm saying he needs this fucking fight.
So you're picking with your heart?
Yeah. Sugar, Tyron, Francis.
I got Sugar, Vicente, Stipe.
We'll see.
I got Sugar, Vicente, and Stipe. I got a weird hope for the first fight. I hope Sugar gets some hands put on him, but then pulls out the win.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win.
That's
Listen, this win is what's gonna push him up to the fucking next level.
This is the test right here, because as soon as they threw him in there with Cheeto, he lost. He got outmatched. He got outclassed. He got beat up in that fight.
He got kicked in the nerve, you know?
Listen, man, you got to learn how to defend that kick. That Cheeto, and then Cheeto
with his big toe,
and Cheeto whooped his ass. You know what I mean?
Cheeto don't want to fight him again.
What happened?
You don't want to fight him again.
He don't want to fight Cheeto again?
No, Cheeto don't want to fight him again.
Cheeto don't need to fight him again. Cheeto needs to move up. Everybody thinks it's like, you know, like you have to fight me or you're pussy. Like, no, I just stopped you. I'm moving on now. Why am I continuing?
But it was still a dangerous fight for him. And it's not like a fight that he could say, you know what, I'm going to fight. Well, I'll fight you and then fight this person. Or he's not, nah, I'm not going to take, it's not worth the risk of him fighting him again. It's not guaranteed.
It's not. He beat him.
Yeah.
There's no reason. Like if this wasn't a case of the title, if I'm Stipe, I never fight Francis again. For what?
Oh yeah.
I already beat him. But as the champion, he has to. And then the scary part is Francis, I feel like, is still capable to go back, knock all these dudes out again and come back a third time and be like, fuck, I got to fight this guy again.
Yeah, that's exactly what
it's exactly
Listen
what's gonna happen,
to me right
bro.
now. If Stipe wins this fight, Francis just goes on another 4-fight fucking win streak where he butt fucks dudes in the first round.
Yeah.
And then fucking and then back to Stipe. And and you're right. Stipe's sitting there like,
by next March, they're like, Stipe, Francis is not.
Francis is back. And I'm
gonna tuck your chains in.
Yeah.
Francis is back. Yo, coming in on a little bike.
So fucking true. Yeah.
Yo,
he's never gonna outrun him.
No, you
never. He's gonna have to retire.
Can't get away, man. Yo, oh my god, I'm hype. I can't believe this fight is tonight.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's 8:00. You want to wrap this up?
Let's see. Damn, son, I feel like I'm not done.
If you want, we can stay on. We've been on for a clean hour.
Nice. Damn, bro. So so what happens in this Francis fight? Talk to me, bro.
I just think that he's gonna have much better cardio. He's gonna pick his shots better.
Francis is?
Yeah.
You think he's capable of that?
Yeah.
Picking his shots?
I think he's gonna pick his shots. I think he's gonna box him up, and then he's gonna
box up Stipe?
I think that he's gonna box. I shouldn't have said he's gonna box him up, but I think he's gonna box, and I think that even he's gonna pick his shots.
I'll tell you right now.
He's gonna knock him out.
Francis.
He's gonna stop him. He's gonna stop TKO him.
Francis has a high probability of winning this fight in the first 45 seconds.
I think that his I'm gonna be so mad if he wins in the first 45
seconds. In the first 45.
I think that he's gonna come in with better cardio.
As this fight goes on, he will not. His probability of winning this fight vastly decreases, greatly, exponentially decreases.
Yes.
I mean, outside the 45 seconds, dramatically. It's like a Jaguar leaving the showroom.
Nah, I think that he's going to come in with better cardio than he's come in before.
He's going to blitz like he did.
Man, he's going to pick his shots.
He's not. He's going to blitz. He knows his best opportunity is to blitz. I want to know what Stipe is going to do. I'm glad he had a lot of time to rest his brain because that to me was very important. What happens? I'm on the edge of my seat. I got to say, bro, Stipe versus Francis puts me on the edge of my seat more than any other fight, I think.
Stipe has been playing a lot of fucking dodgeball.
It's so dangerous, bro.
Getting wrenches thrown at him.
Bro, that first
if you
fight.
could dodge a wrench, you could dodge Francis.
You could dodge anything. Yeah.
I don't know. He's going to keep his fucking head on a swivel.
What's he gonna do? He's just going to slip, shoot. Double,
I mean,
last double. What does he do? Shoot a single? What does he do?
Do you think that he really makes... Francis has been preparing for this fight since the last fight. Like, this is the only thing on his mind is this fight. He just wants gold. Like, you're right. Think about what you just said. He's never going to avoid fight. He's going to have to fucking fight this guy every fucking year because this guy's not going to stop. He wants this so bad. He's been preparing for this fight. It's not going to be like the last fight. I think he's going to have way better cardio. I think he's going to pick his shots. If he doesn't fucking pick his shots, bro, then who the fuck is training this guy? Isn't that the most logical thing that he does is sit back and pick his shots and wait for him because it's a fucking 5-round fight. He's definitely stronger than him. Stipe. I don't think Stipe is going to knock him out. So that's what he can afford to do. He can afford to sit back, pick his shots, really fucking land some big heavy shots and TKO him. I don't think he needs to rush him.
See, but there's two ways to think about that because it would also be thought that when fighting a superior grappler,
you stay out of their fucking grips.
Yeah, you stay out of their grips, but is that always possible?
No.
So sometimes the antidote to that is for guys to pressure and push forward because it's harder to wrestle moving backwards. You can't wrestle off your back foot. You can't wrestle going backwards. It's much easier when you're going forward and pushing forward, and Francis isn't the best, at least previously in his previous fights. He's not the best at striking moving backwards. You know who is? Stipe is. Stipe is. So I could really see Francis charging him and Stipe just stepping back and maybe clipping him a little bit on the way in and kind of making Francis think because Francis is going to get worried if that happens. He's going to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've seen Francis be a little scared. After he fought Stipe, he was terrified when he fought Derrick Lewis. He was terrified when he fought him. That was his first fight back.
Derrick Lewis hits hard.
He hits hard. And he has the most knockouts in UFC heavyweight history?
No, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, unbelievable. But I don't know, man. I see this fight. Oh my God, it's nerve-wracking. When Stipe starts ducking in the beginning, because Stipe likes to throw, he likes to paw this little jab out.
Who do you want to win?
I want Stipe to win. I love the story of Stipe.
But think about what would happen. When we talked about it earlier, you said it.
Yo, Stipe, if Stipe beats Francis right now, he's undoubtedly the best heavyweight MMA fighter of all time. The best. Better than Cain Velasquez. I don't want to hear anything about Cain. Everybody's always gassing up Cain. Cain hasn't done nothing in a very, very long time.
Both these guys beat Cain, I think.
Stipe, I don't think Stipe fought him. Stipe and him never fought.
And Ngannou's definitely fought him.
Yeah, and Ngannou knocked him out. They were like, it was his knee. I was like, no, it was that right hand.
Also,
and he knocked him out here.
He's older too.
He knocked him out here. Bink. Like this. Dink.
He's older too. So that's the same thing where he fought Dos Santos. Like, he's older too. Like he's knocking these guys out, but respectfully, like
Stipe was knocking guys out like Dos Santos and those guys. Like he was beating these guys when they were in there much closer to their prime. Like when he knocked out what's his name? That was the champ. Come on, the dude that hit Colby with the boomerang. Big heavyweight dude. Big Brazilian dude.
He hit Silva? Bigfoot?
Nah. Am I serious right now?
Vitor Belfort?
No. The guy Stipe knocked out for the belt going backwards. Bing. And dropped him, like slumped him. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember this right now.
Did he fight Alistair Overeem? I've seen Overeem be knocked out like that.
He knocked him out with that tight grouping. Remember when he had him in mount?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was brutal.
Yeah, it was. What the hell's his name, man?
I don't know.
Serious right now?
We need a fact checker. Fact checker.
I'm looking.
We're taking
for it
applications
right
for
now.
interns. Yo, son.
This is it right here. Look, let me see. Fabricio Verdum.
Oh, okay.
That's who it was. Look at Stipe's kill list. He's an animal. Can we talk
Read it
about
out.
this? All right. So we're going to talk about this. This is way back. So we don't even, let's talk about the people that the majority of people would know. All right.
Read it out.
All right. So he knocks out, let me see. It was a unanimous decision, TKO, and unanimous decision, TKO, right? Or his first three. So that's against Joey Beltran, it's against Felipe DeFraze, and Shane Del Rosario. But then I don't know if you remember, Stefan Struve knocked out Stipe.
I didn't know that.
Big, tall Stefan
I
Struve.
know Stefan Struve is, yeah.
His fourth fight in the UFC. And he got KO'd. But then look, Stipe beats Roy Nelson. Stipe beats Gabriel Gonzaga. Then he beats Fabio Maldonado.
Dio mio.
Then he loses to Dos Santos. Then he beats Mark Hunt. Then he beats Andrei Arlovsky. Then he knocks out Fabricio Verdum for the belt. Then he knocks out Alistair
Three
Overeem.
fucking heavy hitters.
Yeah. So let's say that again. He beats Mark Hunt by TKO. Punches. He knocks out Mark Hunt. Then he TKOs Andrei Arlovsky with punches. Then he TKOs Verdum, knocks him out cold, wins the belt. Then he TKOs Alistair Overeem, punches. Then he KOs Junior Dos Santos. Then he wins a unanimous decision against Francis. Then he loses to Cormier. Then
And he
he
beats
knocks
Cormier.
Cormier out.
Walking backwards.
Do you hear that?
That's insane. He did get
It's
knocked out. by
mind
Cormier.
blowing to even talk about it.
Yeah.
Like to say that out loud, all those KOs in a row of big time dudes, Mark Hunt, Arlovsky, Verdum, Overeem.
He's got a crazy, crazy career. And that's why, he will be the greatest if he gets his finish tonight. But he's gonna have to fight him again. I'm gonna have to fucking stop. I get a coffee tonight.
Yeah, bro. So let's
Let's wrap this up because
and make me a
I
goddamn
got
cappuccino.
shit to do. Masters of None, episode 21. Send us your pics on Instagram. That's it.
Yeah, man, that's it, bro. That's it. Y'all might be seeing this on a different lens soon. I don't know. We'll see.
You never